Hi guys, Lacey here. I'm going to tell you how I make my kombucha. It's very similar to how Judy makes hers, if not the same. So you're going to need a large stainless steel pot, a measuring cup, your SCOBY, a clean glass bowl or jar, some sugar, a coffee filter, and a rubber band. And you'll probably need the directions too. Alright, so you're going to need 3 quarts of distilled or purified water. For those of you that don't like math, that's 12 cups of water. You're going to then pour it into the stainless steel pot. You're going to boil the water. You're going to add 1 to 3 cups of sugar. I use 1 cup. Then you're going to boil the sugar for 5 minutes. Turn the burner off. And then add your tea bags. I already did mine. I did this morning, so the tea is already cooled off. I added just green tea. I only had green tea in the house, and I've used it before, and it's always worked for us. I used 4 tea bags, but there has been times where I've used 5, depending on the tea brand or whatever. It doesn't matter what kind of sugar you use, as long as you use real sugar. Don't use any substitutes, any Splenda or Equal or even stevia. It won't work because the SCOBY needs actual sugar. Okay, so then I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to show you how I pour it into the jar and add the SCOBY. Okay, so after the tea cools, you're going to room temperature, you're going to remove the tea bags. I already threw those away. And this is honestly the toughest part, is pouring the tea into the jar. I don't have a funnel or anything, and I'm too lazy to use one anyway, so I like to put the jar into the sink because it's not uncommon for me to spill it all over the place while I'm trying to do it. Luckily there's enough liquid in here that you'll still get a decent amount even if you spill a little. So then I'm going to go ahead and transfer the tea into the jar. Yay, okay, so then I did that, and I'm going to set this aside. I got a little tea on the outsides, and it's sticky because it's got sugar. It's sugar water, so I'm going to wipe that off. And then, put this up here, I'm going to take my SCOBY out of here, and I did wash my hands before. And this rag is clean, even though I just touched it. You're going to want to make sure your hands are clean when you handle this. You might want to take off any jewelry on your hands, just because it gets sticky, and it, as Judy was saying, it will slowly eat away at metal. So, you're going to take this bad boy out. And this one is actually really big. You're going to save the juice in there. If you'll see there's excess juice on the bottom, it's kind of like the starter culture. So you're going to dump that in there. And there's going to be some stringy stuff, and it's going to look really disgusting and very Hannibal Lecter-like, but I promise you'll have a fun time with it. Okay, so I don't know if the camera can see or not. This one is folded in half. If you unfold it, there's a hole in it, and it's fine because it is living, but that hole in this SCOBY will not kill it. More than likely it'll heal and it'll grow back. This side is very smooth and this side is rough, and you are going to put the rough side down. This is obviously wider than the jar, so it may float around a little weird, so you might have to fix it. And you're just going to put that in there and see how awesome that floats. It's like a crazy lab experiment. So if you'll look at that, it's just kind of hanging out in there. I can't really fix it, but usually when it starts to digest the sugar, it'll float up to the top, so you won't have to worry about it. And I'm going to rinse my hands off. And then I'm going to put my coffee filter to keep the fruit flies out. I used to use cheesecloths, and I noticed that she broke down in there not to use cheesecloths, and I know why, because I was having a problem with fruit flies at one time. So coffee filters just work good for me. That's what I use. And if you don't have coffee filters, I have like 300. So that is that. That's really the hardest part, is pouring the liquid into the jar. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will post one in about a week when I harvest this thing's juices, which sound very appetizing. So yeah, thanks.